People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the game of the week, high school volleyball action. The Southfield Christian Eagles taking on the Everest Collegiate team out of Clarkston, Michigan. We are rolling. Serve comes up short for the Mountaineers of Everest Collegiate. Southfield Christian on the serve. Overpass, out of bounds, another point for the Eagles of Southfield Christian, off to a 2-zip lead. This ball returned by Everest. Set up for the big hit. Nice block by Everest. Good position, weren't able to execute. And another point for the Eagles. It's number 1, Haley Ellington on the serve for Southfield Christian. Another violation against Everett. Set up there for the big hit. Dug out by Ellington, but unable to handle that bump. Mountaineers get a point. Serving for them, number 1, Sydney Cooper. Heavy ball on the back line. Double hit call against Everett Collegiate. Service comes up a little short. Serving for Everest, this is Danielle Marai. Nice setup for the big swing. Just long. Pass over by the Eagles. Everest had to get that one over, comes up just short. Point for the Eagles. Everest just a little chaotic on their service return. Another double hit called. Some discussion in volleyball about the number of double hits being called. For a third time, Everest rung up with the double hit. Some in the volleyball community think the double hit should only be called if it's in the act of scoring. Breaking the action. Remember, fans, you can now watch Cable 15 anywhere you have internet access. Just go to the City of Southfield website, click on the Cable 15 tab, and hit Cable 15 Live. You can watch Cable 15 Live on your mobile device, your tablet, your computer, anywhere you are in the world where you can hook up to the internet. You can watch Cable 15. Catch all our great programs like the Game of the Week. Strong start so far here for Southfield Christian. They've been really strong at the service line, giving Everest Collegiate more than they can handle. Over in 3 nicely that time. Nice play over by Caitlin Warnsice. And yet another double hit call against Everest Collegiate. That has been their Achilles heel so far here in game number 1. Another heavy serve, this time by number 2, Emily Van Dyke. Southfield Christian looking great from the service. Dug out nicely by their libero, and unfortunately another double hit against Everest Collegiate. That ball rolled up on her fingers. Clear call, easy call for the refs on that one. Another long serve just sneaks in under the line. Linesman right there to make the call. And Emily Van Dyke on a roll. Got that one a little too close. Point for the Mountaineers. Everest Collegiate hoping they can get on a run. Served by number 24, Michelle Villeja. Handled by the Eagles. Over by Everett. Nice attack by the Mountaineers on that play. Yeah, serve sails long on that one. Good look at number 10, Jada Manns coming in for the Eagles. Serve dug out. Better set up there, and the kill for the Mountaineers. It's number 85, Andrea Gonzalvo. Elise Duhame serving for Everest Collegiate. Nice set for number 3, Caitlin Warnsice, but great defense. Good block by the Mountaineers. Well timed by number 4, Sally McGrath. Bumped over in 3 by the Eagles. Everest able to serve it back. Set up here for Warnsice. Big hit. It's in for the kill. Caitlin Warnsice going up high. Nice long spike for the attacker. Looping serve unable to be dug out by Everest Collegiate. Kind of a changeup. Sinking serve. They weren't able to get there. Better sets that time by Everest Collegiate. Unable to time her spike was Sally McGrath. Point for the Eagles. They're up 16-7. Game 1 coming to you from Southfield Christian High School in Southfield, Michigan. And the dreaded hit, double hit again for Everest Collegiate. That's given 7 or 8 points to the Eagles so far here in game 1. Over in 3, nice deep shot. Another setup. And Everest Collegiate into the net. That's a point for the Eagles. Looked like that attack might have gone down anyways by number 10, Jada Manns. Another looping serve. And another score for the Eagles. Bit of a different service style, but it has been really effective. That's number 12, Allison Sullivan. Hitting that sinker ball, and Everest having trouble returning it. This one's over in 3. Attack from the middle. Pass over and finished off nicely by Southfield Christian. Right there on the overpass, Jada Mans. Free ball, and she took advantage. Allison Sullivan still on the service line. She's on a roll. Nice set over by number 3, Celeste James for Everest Collegiate. Saw the opening and made a nice play on it. Warren Seiss in for the kill. Beautiful deep hit. Wasn't able to get the big swing in, just kind of touched it over, but got all the way to the back line and down. Warren Seiss serving. Good hit by Everest. Big swing and another kill for the Eagles. Cross court, right past the block and down. Beautiful bullet spike there. Ace. Caitlin Warren Seiss strong on the back line. She's on a roll, and she's got her Eagles within 2 of taking game 1 here against Everest Collegiate. And this hit came up short there. Celeste James on the service. Deep hit handled over in 3. Set up here, and the jump just off a bit for Sally McGrath. Southfield Christian was in great position for the block there. We're at game point. And Southfield Christian takes their turn at missed time in the jump. Juliana Helisek wants another shot at that one. Nice dig on the serve, big swing. Bumped over, another big swing. This one's down. Number 2, Emily Van Dyke taking control and giving the Eagles game 1, 25-10 over Everest Collegiate. Everest Collegiate looking uncomfortable in game 1. A lot of unforced errors with double hits. And Southfield Christian heating it up with the big hits. Take a convincing game 1. We'll be right back.
Morning, Gary.
59, 58,
We are
57,
get-schooled.
56,
Carl.
55,
You want a college education,
54.
don't you? Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. What? Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
All set for game number 2. Great start for Southfield Christian in game 1, and a great start here in game number 2. Caitlin Warren Seiss serving for the Eagles. Starts off with an ace. Cozy confines here at Southfield Christian High School. Big hit by Everest, looking good, just a little long on the cross-court spike. Southfield Christian up 2-0. Beautiful sinking serve by Warren Seiss. Another ace. Barrow, Haley Ellington, and Warren Seiss firing each other up. That serve just long, just outside the line, just outside of our camera angle. Point for Everest. That service comes up short. Everest Collegiate, a lot of unforced errors in game number 1. And a short serve there gives another point to the Eagles. Nice wind up, nice kill for the Mountaineers of Everest Collegiate. Number 36, Danielle Murat. That's a nice wind up. And we've got a timeout in the action here in game number 2. Fans, if you can't get enough of the game of the week, you can check us out on YouTube and find all of our archived games. Look up Southfield Multimedia Services on YouTube, and you can find all the games of the week and episodes of all our other great shows like 15 News, Business Matters, The Author's Den, Follow the Season. It's all there on YouTube, Southfield Multimedia Services, and our other channel, Southfield Multimedia Services Sports. So far, the Eagles of Southfield Christian are going to want to rewatch this one, as the Eagles are dominating so far here against Everest Collegiate. First game, Everest took 7 or 8 double hit calls into the net a couple times. And Southfield Christian consistent with their service, making it tough on Everest, taking advantage of every mistake they gave them. Mountaineers on the serve here, trailing 2-4. It's their libero number 1, Sydney Cooper, getting set to serve. Head coach for Everest Collegiate, Gina Murat, having some discussion with the scorers table. Southfield Christian High School, private Christian school here in Southfield, Michigan. We're at the corner of 12 and Lazar. Big hit, nicely dug out by Everest. And their attack goes long. Another point for the Eagles. Nice dig by their libero. And another dreaded double hit for the Mountaineers. Serving for Southfield Christian, number 11, Rachel Steitler. Knocked over in 3. Southfield Christian setting up their attack. Big hit. That one goes down. Looked like it might have been long, but it got in just under the line. Powerful hit by number 2, Emily Van Dyke. Long looping serve. Everest scrambles. And over in 3. Overpass by the Eagles. Dug out. And they called Southfield Christian into the net. After a desperation save by the Mountaineers, Southfield Christian sets them up with a free ball, and they take advantage, hitting it home. Nice deke. Number 2, Emily Van Dyke. Saw the opening and nice soft touch. Got it right down on the hardwood. Another point, Eagles. That ball might have rolled up a little bit. Everest Collegiate right back at the Eagles with their own soft touch. Confuse the blockers, and that ball falls on the Eagles' side. Big windup and a hit by Caitlin Warrensice. That's an emphatic point for the Eagles. Sky high and smacking it home. Attack by Andrea Gonzalvo. Sent over by Warrensice, unable to be returned. Again with that quick little touch shot. Kind of fakes the swing and then touches it over. Good attempt by Andrea Gonzalvo. That goes a little long, however. Another point for the Eagles. Everest Collegiate playing hard. Too many mistakes so far here in the first two games. Nice set on that one. Gonzalvo with the kill. Yogi Berra would say hit it where they ain't, and that's exactly what Gonzalvo did on that attack. Big setup for Warrensice, but she goes long with her spike attempt. That's a point for the Mountaineers. Another long attack. And getting on a little roll with her serve, Elise Duhame. That one goes just wide. Point for the Eagles. Bit of a curveball. Just curved out of bounds. Attack by number 4, Sally McGrath, handled by the Eagles. Warrensice spikes it over. And a nice touch shot by number 4, Kayla Weber. Correction, that's number 11, Rachel Steitler. Beautiful quick shot, found the open spot. In with that looping serve, number 12, Allison Sullivan, making it difficult. Another double hit against Everett Collegiate adds points to the Eagles. Everest Collegiate unable to return it again. That high arcing serve by Allison Sullivan really giving the Mountaineers headaches. Set up there and killed by number 4, Sally McGrath. Hit it just far enough wide of those blockers. That ball finds the hardwood. Andrea Gonzalvo on the serve for Everest. Nicely dug out by Haley Ellington. Setting up the kill for Warrensice. No doubt about it. Beautiful diving dig and then a emphatic spike from Warrensice. Southfield Christian in control. Returned over. Shot by Southfield Christian goes just wide. Everest Collegiate on the serve, trailing 9-16. Back spike, deep hit by Warren Seiss. Another point for the Eagles. From mid-court, and nobody home for Everest Collegiate. Haley Ellington serving for Southfield Christian. Dug out by the Eagles. Touch there. Still 3 hits over. Everest Collegiate over in 2. Little miscommunication there by Southfield Christian. Kendall Martin, number 7 there, and Warren Seiss both going for the same ball. Point for the Mountaineers. Set up here, dugout. And yet another double hit for Everest. It's been their nemesis in this game. In this match, I should say. Game 2, they picked up a couple more double hits. Hard serve by Rachel Steitler. Set over by Everest. Set over again. And dug out and returned by the Eagles. Good volley here. Setting up the big hit and the kill. Number 2, Emily Van Dyke. Finishing it off. Deep serve, dugout. Set over, volley still going here. And violation called against Everett Collegiate. Another point for the Eagles. They've doubled them up 20-10. Nice looping serve. And a nice block there by number 7, Kendall Martin. Not sure if that return was going to make it over, but Martin was there to make sure it did not. We've got a timeout here in game number 2. Want to remind everyone, if you're interested in how your Southfield community government makes decisions, then check out the Southfield City Council meeting every other Monday right here on Cable 15 at 7:30. City Council meetings run right after your Monday game of the week. You can see your local officials in action as they decide the priorities for the community and how to spend your tax dollars here in the city of Southfield. Southfield Christian cruising again here in game number 2. They're up by 11, 21-10. Again, keeping their serve strong. And Everest Collegiate looking at a lot of unforced errors. Double hits into the net. That serve by Steitler going just long for the Eagles. Serve dug out there. Unable to dig it out successfully, however. Point for the Mountaineers. A tough serve getting down low in the middle. Touched over by the Eagles. Set up here. Nice defense. On the spot, number 7, Kendall Martin, and number 12, Allison Sullivan. Sullivan with the nice D. Stuffing it right back over the net. Emily Van Dyke on the serve for Southfield Christian. Back hit by Everest Collegiate, trying to catch the Eagles off guard. Good idea, but the Eagles were ready. Referee found a violation against the Eagles. This ball is going back to Everest Collegiate. Referee on the near side explaining it to both coaches. Head coach of Southfield Christian is Mike Van Dyke. And head coach for the Mountaineers, Gina Marat. And the ball goes back to Southfield Christian. Emily Van Dyke back on the serve. Ace for Van Dyke. On the front line, that was number 24, Michelle Vieira. Unable to handle the serve from Van Dyke, and here she goes again. Right back to the well this time. Mountaineers over in 3. Set up for Warren Seiss with another kill. Warren Seiss looking strong on the front line. Emily Van Dyke with some big hits. Southfield Christian playing a good disciplined game, pulling out the big guns when they need it, using the touch when it's there. Great effort both ways. We'll be right back for game number 3. 59, 58, 7.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Welcome back to Southfield Christian High School for game number 3. Tonight's matchup, the Eagles versus the Mountaineers of Everest Collegiate. Southfield Christian taking the first 2 games and starting off strong here in game number 3. Beautiful setup for the deep kill. Southfield Christian hitting on all cylinders. Serving number 1, Haley Ellington. Set up here by Everest Collegiate. Middle hit over. Deep looping attack just in under the line. Another point for the Eagles. Everest Collegiate, little indecisive. That serve goes just wide. Correction, that serve was in. Southfield Christian up now, 3-0. Another strong serve by Ellington. That set was close to the net, tipped over. Tipped over on going the other way by the Eagles. Set over, free ball. Nice attack by Everest, return, nice block by Everest. Emily Van Dyke had a good swing on that attack, but Everest defenders there to block it back. Nice job by number 24, Michelle Vieira. Now the discussion with the referees. Service back to Everest. This is number 1, Sydney Cooper. Just over. Set up for Van Dyke. She kills it with a spike. Big hit on the way down. Diving effort by, looked like number 3, Celeste James. Unable to come up with it. Eagles back on the serve with an ace. Serving for Southfield Christian's number 11, Rachel Steitler. Now the discussion here with the referee. Looks like she's verifying some of the substitutions. And she's satisfied. Another nice serve by Steitler. Set up for the hit there. Nice attack by Daniela Murat, but better defense by the Eagles. Excellent block there by number 2, Emily Van Dyke, and number 6, Juliana Helisek. Set over by Everest, set up here, and a nice kill by the Eagles. Not faked out by the quick set, and found the opening. Everest returns it over in 3, and Eagles unable to handle that bump over. Mountaineers hoping to get on a roll. Daniela Murat on the serve, comes up just short. Eagles bringing Caitlin Warrensice back in on the front line. Emily Van Dyke to serve. Everest digging it out right off of the hardwood. Over in 3 by the Eagles. Tip over by Everest. And unfortunately, they had a player down, number 6, Elise Duhame. Looks like she might have twisted an ankle or a knee on that one. She makes her way to the sideline. They'll get her checked out. Official timeout here in game number 3. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55. All right, welcome back to the game of the week. We're in game number 3. Southfield Christian serving to the Mountaineers of Everest Collegiate. Set up here for their big hitter, Caitlin Warrensice. She just tips it over. Everest able to return that. Set up for the big hitter. This time it's down and in. Caitlin Warrensice with another kill. She has been money tonight against the Mountaineers of Everest Collegiate. And Southfield Christian has been really strong on the service. A lot of long runs, this time by Emily Van Dyke. Over in 3. Everest sets it up, little touch shot. Diving dig there. And unfortunately, another double hit for Everest Collegiate. They've been struggling with that all night. A lot of unforced error points given to the Eagles. And they're not a team you want to give points to. They earn enough on their own. Nice serve down the sideline. Hit over, dugout. And this attack goes long for the Mountaineers. Emily Van Dyke yet again on the serve. Arcing shot unable to be dug successfully there. And Emily Van Dyke will serve it up again. Jump spike to the middle, dug out by the Mountaineer libero. Bumped over. 2 sets for Caitlin Warrensice. little frustration showing on the Mountaineers. Nowhere to go. Warren Sice burying that ball in the back line. Van Dyke on another serve. This one comes up just short. Mountaineers catch a break. Michelle Vier on the serve. Nice dig, unable to find the third one over, however. Point for the Eagles. Teams have to be so aware of Caitlin Warren Sice. She's a great decoy. If she's not hitting, they're looking at her, and that frees up the other side of the court. That's exactly what the Eagles use there. Hit from the back line by the Mountaineers, handled by the Eagles. And this attack comes up just short for Everest Collegiate. Point to the Eagles, now serving number 6, Juliana Helisek. Serve right into the middle of the court. A couple of Mountaineers both going for it. Give the ace to Helisek. Dug out there. Nice attack. And great effort by the Eagles to dig it out of the bleachers. And unfortunately, that third hit went just long on the other side of the court. Point for the Mountaineers. At least Duhame on the service line for them. Stop the action for another referee conference. And Duhame ready to put it in play. Nice dig by Warren Sice. Pass to her. She tips it over. Everest Collegiate now on the attack. Set up for a backline hit there. Nice volley going both ways. And nice touch shot by number 4, Sally McGrath. Longest volley of the match so far, and Everest Collegiate comes away with a point. Warren Sice puts an end to that run. Huge hit. Nothing Everest Collegiate could do with that one. 18-5 now. Eagles up here in game 3. At the serve, number 5, Eden Stokes. Good set, good attack. Nice kill by the Mountaineers. 36, Daniela Murrah. Leaving no doubt about that one. Andrea Gonzalvo serving. Set, tip over. Returned by the Mountaineers. Set up here, Warren Sice. Nice dig attempt by their libero, Sydney Cooper, but too much on that spike by Warren Sice. And that's another kill for the big hitter from Southfield Christian. Number 7, Kendall Martin back in for the Eagles. And number 4, Kayla Weber on the service. Nice attack by the Mountaineers. Good diving attempt by Kayla Weber. Couldn't quite get it into play. Diving dig and over in 3. Set up there. Blocked nicely by the Mountaineers. Jada Mann's going for the tip over, and Sally McGrath on the block for Everest Collegiate. Nice setup for number 2, Emily Van Dyke. And no answer for Everest Collegiate on the huge hit by Emily Van Dyke. Juliana Helisek back in for the Eagles. Haley Ellington serving. Short serve gives a point to the Mountaineers. In the game for the Mountaineers, number 22, Jane Nedwick. And libero Sydney Cooper on the serve. Serve dug out, set up for Van Dyke. This time her hit goes just long in the back corner. Hit it to the opening, but just went a little wide. Good serve by Cooper. Tipped over by the Eagles. Set up here, touch shot, and it finds the floor. Great diving attempt by Haley Ellington to get a hand on it. Number 5, Eden Stokes also hitting the deck, trying to get that one up. Another good serve. Mountaineers Sydney Cooper on a bit of a roll. That serve goes wide. Mountaineers hoping to extend this match. They're going to need to get hot right now. Eagles up 21-12 in game number 3. They've taken game numbers 1 and 2 already. Number 12, Allison Sullivan in the game for Southfield Christian. Beautiful diving attempt by Sydney Cooper. And unable to get it over in 3. Point for the Eagles. 22-12 now. They lead in game number 3. Rachel Steitler serving for Southfield Christian. Dug out, kept in play, tipped over in 3. And yet another double hit. This time in the act of getting it over the net. Point Southfield Christian. Another consistent run of serves by the Eagles, this time by Steitler. Set over, set up here. Nice dig. And another return hit by the Eagles. This one can't be returned. That kill leaves them 1 point away from match victory. Nice hit there. And match serve. Over in 3. Set up here. Dink down, and that hits the floor, and that's in. Match point. Southfield Christian, little bit of everything tonight. Super strong serves. Big hits when they needed them, and beautiful touches when they saw the opportunity. And 3 games in a row, Southfield Christian able to take it away from the Mountaineers of Everest Collegiate. Very game play both ways, super effort. But too many Eagles, too much of the time. Big hits from Caitlin Warrensice and Emily Van Dyke setting the tone, and super strong serves all night long give the match to the Eagles. For Cable 15 Sports, I'm Matt Hervella. Thanks for watching the Game of the Week.